We are live.
Hello and welcome to the Saturday Matinee. Hope everyone's doing okay out there. This is DT Huber.
Hey.
From right here in Baltimore.
Hello.
Actually, I'm gonna do one thing here. I'm gonna minimize that. Look at me covering you up.
All right. There we go.
All right, I'm actually gonna make that smaller. I just wanted to make sure that, this is very organized.
Yes.
This is like terribly nerve-wracking every single time I hit live.
Sure, definitely, always. Yeah.
So,
where do I look? Where do I go? What do I do? We're in the original Northwood, right? That's should call it Northwood Studios, original.
I don't know about studios. This is barely even a studio. I wonder if that came from like a studio apartment. All right, I am going to start us off with a brand new song. February is my favorite month, so I'm writing all month, and I'm going to be cheating and looking at lyrics because this song is literally days old. And then we'll hear some from DT. This is called A Lion Looks Down from the Mountain, and this is about an Asiatic lion who was turned into a statue, and it wakes up and finds that all the other Asiatic lions are gone, and it goes back to sleep. So I thought they went extinct hundreds of years ago, but it turns out that they were actually attested as late as the 20th century.
Really?
Yeah.
Asiatic lion.
So now they
I don't know
only
what that
live
is
in,
exactly, but
well, so there's a lot of Babylonian art that has lions in it.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically just a subspecies of lions, and the only ones left alive are in India now. They
so
used
there's
to be
still
all
some
over
that
Arabia.
exist. It's not
Right. They're not extinct. They're just extinct in like Arabia and
Gotcha.
And other parts of Central Asia. A lion looks down from the mountain, yawns and runs a paw across her ear, having woke from a sleep like a canyon, the only one for hundreds of years. She remembers the still of the prairie and the taste of a deer from the plains, the fear of men and trucks and of hunger, and the smell of the pride and their names. While she slept, she was carved out of granite, and wondered should she still be a stone to stave off the panic of being alone. She can't see wheels above her, see her eyes have never been that good. She shared prey with the hawks and the vultures, like the leopards, the dogs and the wolves. She slept, she was carved out of granite, wonder should she still be a stone to stave off the panic of being alone. down from the mountain, falls asleep as the sun climbs the sky, to a sleep as deep as a canyon, to dream of her wandering pride. While she slept, she was carved out of granite, and wonders should she still be a stone to stave off the panic of being alone. Be a stone to stave off the panic of being alone.
Very nice, John. Very nice.
I like to give everyone the feels immediately.
Yeah, right. You say you wrote that just recently?
I wrote that on February 2nd.
Oh, wow. Nice. Sounds great. Good guitar work on that one.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to do an old one. An old song. Old for me, anyway. But it's a wintry one. Where's that key? There we go. First two are wintry. This one's How Soon We Forget. And the next one's On Cold North Ave. So it's got the winter coming here. It's a frosty night with the big moon shining bright, but there ain't no one in that room above. Just two people downstairs, tangled in our own despairs. How soon we forget that we're in love. There are diamonds in the sky as a blue cloud passes by, and the sound of a white snow dove. It seems not long ago that we danced in the falling snow. How soon we forget that we're in love. Uh-oh, wrong harp.
Oh no!
It's shameful. It's shameful how many times I've done that. That's happened.
Dylan wouldn't mind. He'd just roll with it.
Right. Oh, how love aches and trembles under bitter starry skies, while the wind whips and rumbles through the doorways where love cries. There's a fire burning hot and snow in the parking lot, and there are things that we must rise above. To dream on a bit of stars and get rid of these scars. How soon we forget that we're in love. Oh, how love aches and trembles under bitter starry skies, while the wind whips and rumbles through the doorways where love cries. right. Yeah. Wouldn't have been too. I could have run with it, but it was a half step off.
That's a half step off.
The worst one you could possibly have. And just because I was switching them out, I always had the next one is a half step lower. Go figure. Oh well. All right.
That's why it's live and preserved
Yes.
for eternity,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's how you know it's
Always.
live.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about how good just 1, 3, 4 is as chord progression?
Definitely. Yeah. The major three. Definitely. Yeah.
So not everyone who watches this is from Baltimore, so a lot of people out there haven't met you. How long you been floating around writing songs?
Well, off and on, you know. But you know, for the last 20 years or so. I guess 2002 to 2022. So yeah, since I graduated college. So yeah. It's always interesting. Always.
So
interesting journey. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, even though I played in Whale Show for about a month, like I think that was like my first introduction to you. Was you were like, "Can you play mandolin for me?" And
yeah.
I was like, okay. But I mean, were you the only songwriter in the band, or was it like a band you put together to play the songs, or were you guys already playing shows when you started introducing your own songs?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of brought the songs to the band, and then everyone kind of put their spin on it, I guess. But yeah, so I was the main songwriter, still am.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of the things I really appreciate is that you're one of the bands that will actually play originals in a bar. Like you've been playing at Bertha's for how many years now, and you play your originals in there, and it's just not very common. I mean, I know people who are prolific songwriters who will never play their songs at a bar show, and I just really appreciate that you're one of the people that'll do that.
Yeah, in Phil's point, it kind of keeps you from getting certain gigs, you know? but Bertha's definitely, you know, they like original music there, and so they're like, bring it on. So, but yeah, no, you're right. It's I mean, we do a lot of covers too, but we don't do the covers that people are always wanting to hear anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so yeah.
I guess people know what to expect from you.
Right. Hopefully by now. Hopefully, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do a pretty old song of mine, and this was, I don't know if it's exactly a parody of a country song or if it was sincere, but this is about someone who isn't having a very good time of it, and they've got all sorts of excuses. So this is called,
interesting. Yeah.
This is called DNR, and that is not the Department of Natural Resources. It's Do Not Resuscitate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you've got someone committing suicide by laying their head on the railroad tracks, you know, it's at least partially a non-serious song, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, I wrote a story once and I thought it was good, so I sent it to a mag and okay. They didn't like it half as much as I did, so they sent it back my way. I gave it to a friend of mine who just passed it over with a glance. And I guess it's just one of those things in life that you don't give half a chance. So I learned how to play a guitar and I learned how to sing a song. But the words came out all jumbled and the chords came out all wrong. But no one bothered to tell me. They said, hey, you should start a band. But as you can see, it didn't turn out for me exactly how I planned. So I'm here by the railroad tracks with my head laying on the rail. And it comes this way every day, 3:33 without fail. And if my mother calls, tell her don't worry and tear up my bills in the mail. Tell the doctor I'm a DNR when the train comes down this rail. Mumbly friends think I just give up, so I'll explain everything to them. I ain't had a date since my wife left me back in '97. And I had a pet hamster too, but man, he just gave up the ghost. And he was only 6, God rest his soul, but it's him I miss the most. So I'm here by the railroad tracks with my head laying on the rail. And it comes this way every day, 3:33 without fail. And if my mother calls, tell her don't worry and tear up my bills in the mail. And tell the doctor I'm a DNR when the train comes down this rail. Somebody pick something. I lost my job 5 years ago, and since then I've been living on air. And I've slept in the back seat of my car, parked right over there. And I'm not looking for help while I'm down, and I don't want sympathy. And I don't want any change, I just want to say how I feel. So I'm here by the railroad tracks with my head laying on the rail. And it comes this way every day, 3:33 without fail. And if my mother calls, tell her don't worry and tear up my bills in the mail. And tell the doctor I'm a DNR when the train comes down this rail. Yeah, tell the doctor I'm a DNR when the train comes down this rail. I appreciate the effort. I actually just say that and then usually play a solo because
okay.
it's like.
Thought you wanted me to play.
I appreciate it. I just realized after I did it. I just realized after I said it, I was like, oh, Dave's probably gonna think I'm talking to him.
True. But hey, yeah.
It's in keeping with the spirit of the song.
Right, definitely. Oh man.
I know some people like that. They don't want to change anything. They just want to tell you what they think of it.
True. Here, let's see what we got. Another snowy song. Snowy-ish. Not really, but. How will I get it right? On Cold North Ave, a newer tune. It's a weary hour before the dawn, and blood is frozen to the sidewalk. Your children hurry down the alley as the purple fog settles in. The gunshots still ringing in my ears. Our dignity's been buried for years. You are lonely now, I am lonely too. They all see us from a different point of view. On Cold North Ave, the sins you know we have. On Cold North Avenue. the poor boy dead and gone. Bullets grazed his yearning heart. He may have stolen from someone, but now we have blood on our hands. With arms like ice and eyes of stone, he had almost made it home. There is a dark river that runs under here, clouded with blood, chilled by all our fears. On Cold North Ave, the visions you know we have. On Cold North Avenue. Down the road the seeds are planted, an empty lot returned to an ancient field. The walls are canvases for the sounds of truth, but they fall silent in the darkness. With arms like ice and eyes of stone, he had almost made it home. There is a dark river that runs under here, clouded with blood, chilled by all our fears. On Cold North Ave, the sins you know we have. On Cold Live well, but be drunken. Do not be a slave to time. The bitter night is breathing the ghosts of a long-lost prime. I wonder how much more it will take for these shackles to break. I'm sorry for all I have done to you. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. On Cold North Ave, the sins you know we have. On Cold North Avenue. On Cold North Ave. On Cold North Ave. On Cold North Avenue.
Wow, that's a really good one. When did you finish that?
Been kicking it around for a little bit. Yeah, a couple years. I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those ones I kind of kept going back to and playing around with, and finally got it to the right place, ready to perform. So and record too. So, yeah. So probably a few years ago, like initially started it. So. Takes a long time for me. I'm the opposite. You're like, yesterday I wrote this song, here you go. I'm like, oh, it was a couple years ago I started to write this song. And
I also appreciate the half diminished there.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
see that in folk music very
You
often.
recognize it. You recognize it. Yeah.
Don't see it in folk music very
Yeah,
often.
not too much. But then isn't all music folk music?
I frequently argue that, and then I have people who disagree with me that rock music is pop music, and
There's a lot, yeah. We all borrow. Everybody borrows. When somebody borrows from somebody else, then it's like, oh, that's brand new. I listened to Dwight Yoakam sing "Purple Rain." Thought that was neat, like a bluegrass style "Purple Rain." So
yeah, I mean, right?
yeah,
and I actually, the person that someone disagrees with me that rock music is pop music was about Prince.
Oh, yeah. It always comes back to Prince, doesn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, I wanted to I used to write for a folk music blog, and like people disagreed with me about whether, you know, like, well, are we allowed to call any sort of hip hop folk music now? Like
Right,
is,
right.
is any sort of rap folk music? And right around the same time, actually, there's a guy named Kanan who I forget. I think he's from West Africa, but he used a lot of West African folk instruments and stuff in his music, and I was like, well, this just sounds like, you know.
Totally, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's speaking English and rapping, but
Right.
I have a very expansive view of it, so
Yeah. I mean, it's all, you know. I guess there's certain things you're like, oh, well, that sounds folky, you know. That's so. I guess you gotta play into that a little bit. But.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I had a friend in Texas who just described it as music about folks, and I'm like, well, okay, like, you know.
Yeah.
70s aren't further removed from now than Woody Guthrie was from the 60s.
That's right. Totally. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do my atheist gospel song.
Oh, okay. There you go. Right. It's not Sunday, but we'll go for it.
This is called "Somebody Please," and or "Someone Please," and this was a FAWM song from 2015. So the first song I played, I'm doing February album writing month. It's February. I write 14 songs, along with like 10,000 other people. My wife is writing songs about our cat.
Oh, nice. Like a whole collection. That's great.
They're impromptu, and we must record them exactly as they were impromptu.
Nice.
Imprompted. All my life I've been a stranger, ready to leave you all behind. Someone have mercy on those that travel here. Someone please have mercy on me. What I've built will turn to dust in time. Every man must surely come to die. Someone have mercy on those that travel here. Someone please have mercy on me. Be
take the phones off. The ears are getting hot.
Do you need me to turn you down?
No, good. No, just the hot ears.
Oh, physically hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more toasty in here than usual.
Nice. Next time, send me the charts. I'll play
I
along.
I guess I could actually like put this in the middle of us, so we can both see it. But I'd be blocking your guitar, and I want people to be able to see what you're playing.
That was fun. It was fun to listen and pick along a little bit. Always. Let me see here. Oh yeah, gotta get the C harp. Yeah.
The C harp, filled with lots of water. The people's key.
That's right. Well, yeah, it's the people's key. God's key is G. Right? The crumbling house aches, corroded metal breaks, and the promises they made become ashes by the lake. The rusted metal band that stretches across fat land, that squeeze the gut so grand, snaps back into the sand. Change is an iron horse coming, for better or for worse. The middle class is riding in a Cadillac hearse. The Rust Belt is falling at the hands of the few. Out of the ruins we will forge something new. Found a pen to ease the brain, and appearances we maintain, while the CEOs drink champagne, and our songs sung in vain. Won't you listen to our cries, instead of telling us these lies? Corporate greed in disguise will hasten our demise. Change is an iron horse coming, for better or for worse. The middle class is riding in a Cadillac hearse. The Rust Belt is falling at the hands of the few. Out of the ruins we will forge something new. The sacred mighty wheel that that churned out grease and steel that was once so ideal has started to reveal that change is an iron horse coming, for better or for worse. The middle class is riding in a Cadillac hearse. The Rust Belt is falling at the hands of the few. Out of the ruins we will forge something new. Nice playing on that. I love that effect. What is that effect?
Oh, that's my volume.
Oh, nice. The volume swells like you can do with the. Sometimes people do it with the tone knob on the.
Yeah, you can do it. The problem is my electric has these chicken knobs on it, so that I can't accidentally. Forget where they are.
Gotcha.
But that kind of makes it a lot harder to do that. Plus, I've always just used the pedal. I mean, it's
nice. Yeah.
I like pedal steel. I just don't want to have to carry a 1,000-pound instrument around.
And learn how to play it.
Yeah. Plus, yeah. I mean, also, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's an instrument best played by octopuses.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Should I keep this on? Yeah, I should keep this on. Okay. All right, I'm going to do a song that is made up of, we were talking about folk music earlier, so I'm going to do a song that is made up of a whole bunch of lines from folk songs, basically.
Oh, a folk lyric, they call that. A conglomeration, a compilation.
This is called Tomorrow I'm Gone, and it's not, it's one of those songs where I feel like a lot of people either like it or really just don't like it. I wouldn't quite say it rises to love or hate, but definitely to like or dislike. Tomorrow I'm gone. Moon's just a ghost riding on her own. 500 miles from its home. You could sleep tonight, but tomorrow's in doubt. It's like a freight train coming from the south. I woke this morning with a dust in my mouth. Tomorrow I'm gone. 500 miles from my home. You take this hammer when you go to hell. It rings like silver and it rings like a bell. If it broke my heart, I could break yours as well. And everybody's veins run with the same blood. Everybody's fragile, or hadn't you heard? Fly instead of running, if only I could. Tomorrow I'm gone, 500 miles in the mud. Tell Marie to listen for my call. Morphine in the summer and apples in the fall. If I don't have her now, I won't have none at all. You don't need a gun, ask anyone who knows. You don't need a weather vane to talk to the crows. You don't need a gravestone to know which way it flows. 500 miles from my home. You can call me today, but tomorrow I'm gone. Moon's just a ghost riding on her own. 1, 2, 500 miles from its home. 1, 2, 500 miles from its home. 1, 2, 500 miles from its home.
Nice. I'm in the love it category. I tell you,
right.
yeah. I
think
I like putting things together like that, and you didn't just use like like a whole line. You used it in a different way. You know, and that was pretty cool. Actually, I thought you were gonna say you don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows.
So that's where that is where that.
Oh, okay, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's always fun to see who gets which references.
Nice.
Because they aren't all obvious.
Oh, that was great. Let's see here. Now this is interesting because I written in songs in E, but I don't have an E harp. I don't have an A harp either, so I gotta settle with D. But like 2 steps removed.
I don't have an A harp anymore either. So it got dirty or something, and I tried cleaning it with boiling water.
Oh.
And unfortunately, it was made out of plastic. So it ended up no longer in the proper shape.
Right, yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah. Plastic. Melted plastic. Let's see here. Alright. It's another new song called Through the Glass. If I had arms like Iron Man, I'd smash these walls and hold my mama's hand through the glass. Oh, mama, through the glass. I wanna see my mama smile. Seems to fade after a while through the glass. Oh, mama, through the glass. I wanna feel my mama's skin. She's been looking way too thin through the glass. Oh, mama, through the glass. mama's voice. She just made one bad choice through the glass. Oh, mama, through the glass. I looked down a small fingerprint. If I could only talk to the president through the glass. Oh, mama, through the glass. If I had claws like Wolverine, I'd break this evil villainous scream through the glass. Oh, mama, through the glass.
I mean, you don't have to tell anyone, but I gotta ask, did that actually start out as Through the Glass, or was there a different rhyme there?
No. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
So I gotta tell you, the last song I have on my list is a folk song, but I don't know if you want to do another one of your originals or what you had planned.
I got all originals here, so yeah.
Okay. All right, let's play this song together then. This is a song that many people will recognize.
In G.
Yeah. In G.
Working now since the day that I was born. Worry on
funny and a wicked place to be. The gambling man is rich while the working man is poor. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore, dear. As I look around, boys, it's mighty plain to see. The world is such a funny and a wicked place to be. The gambling man is rich while the working man is poor. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore.
Nice. Very good, very good. Great, nice picking there. Nice picking. Next time we'll have
Nice
to.
picking you as
I'll
well.
get some the harmony down on that. I know it's not that hard, but I haven't sang it. Haven't sung it in a while. Nice, nice.
Before we do your final song here,
Yeah.
for the people in Baltimore who will catch this over the next week or so, I hear you have a show coming up.
Ah, yes, yes, yeah. Monument City Brewing, February 11th. That's a Friday, I believe. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it's a great spot right there in Highlandtown. Yeah, 7 to 9 p.m.
I plan on attending.
Awesome, awesome.
I've been trying to get to one of your shows for
Right.
a while, and I just
Well, it's been so
I just
weird.
have- I just have
Everything's
so
been
much
crazy.
stuff.
Yeah, got a lot going on. We all do. Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I mean, as much as I love your music, I have an ulterior motive for going to this specific one, and that's that this week is their release week for their barrel aged fancy stouty type things.
Oh, okay.
So-
Nice, nice.
So that's my secondary motive.
Good, good. Yeah. They had that wood stove.
Yeah,
ale
that
was.
that's yeah.
Is
that's-
that the one?
Yeah.
or-
So they release it. They do a release of it every year.
Every year. Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
I-
that was great. I remember last year. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
not
great
going
beer.
to. They've got a release party for it this weekend, which is hilarious. You know, it's like I
This
don't know many
weekend
breweries.
or next or like
it's
is it on the
sometime in the
12th,
next. It's
or-
sometime like in the next several days. It's
Gotcha.
either it could be today or it could be like some other time this week. But yeah, I don't know very many breweries that have like a party for releasing a specific
Yeah,
beer, but
yeah.
but that's a pretty good one. And
Man.
I'm actually playing there at the end of April.
Oh, nice,
But,
nice.
or maybe or early May, I forget. It's a long way off. I don't know.
Right on. Yeah. That's
Uh,
awesome. Is that a midway fair or is that just John Patton solo?
We'll see. Midway Fair is an awful lot of John right now.
Nice. Yeah.
Everyone's afflicted by fatherhood, which you know about.
It's a
that.
thing. Yeah, it's a thing. It's going around. It's going around. Well, yeah, this is kind of like a country folk. It's kind of like a folk song, but actually, the last one was more of a folk song, like folk lyric, like the one you had, because it was. Do you recognize the song "If I Had Arms"?
So do we?
No, the. Remember Dink's song?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If I had wings like Noah's dove, so that's where that's that. Yeah, that's kind of where the form of that one came from.
That's a good song.
It all comes from somewhere. Nothing new under the sun. Let's see. Let me just double check here. Oh, yep. C. I've been drinking all day long. I was the last to know you done me wrong. Darling, I've given you my all. Are you gonna shatter me or break my fall? The night is smoky, rather hazy too. Listening to wailing while thinking of you. It's long past the last call. Are you gonna shatter me or break my fall? Some say I deserve it, some say it ain't right. Don't matter what they say, only you know my plight. Been down and out for so long, but that ain't no excuse. I just need one more embrace before you turn me loose. The bar is closing, the ladies have gone home. I look at the scenery in monochrome. They say they saw you at the Lithuanian Hall. Are you gonna shatter me or break my fall? The last sweaty drunkard has stepped to the cold. The cranked up jukebox is getting mighty old. Oh, I see that you tried to call. Are you gonna shatter me or break my fall? Some say I deserve it, some say it ain't right. No matter what they say, only you know my plight. Been down and out for so long, but that ain't no excuse. I just need one more embrace before you turn me loose. A song about day drinking. Yeah.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in. More information about DT down in the description. Please go get his music. He has some pretty cool recordings, even one with me on it.
Right on. Yes, Red Hot Moon. That's a favorite. Yeah.
And also information about your lesson studio, which
yeah,
I guess, I guess it's technically global now.
Yes, all around the. Yeah, actually going to teaching a lesson in Germany. Someone in Germany. So yes, it is global. It's a world international organization. Yeah. All right, John, thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.